book lovers, it is G-Swizz here, and I have a massive monthly unboxing. This will be a May monthly unboxing, and I've tried to hold off from doing this unboxing until I've received my monthly Illumicrate, but as I'm filming this video right now, I have not. But don't worry, my monthly Illumicrate will still be unboxed within this video. Pretty much, I just have my monthly boxes here with an additional special edition from Afterlight, which actually came in an Illumicrate box. I think it's because that Afterlight don't do thin boxes, they just have thicker boxes, and it's a standalone. But other than that, I've got a monthly Illumicrate, a monthly Afterlight, monthly adult Fairyloot, and my monthly YA Fairyloot. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into this unboxing. And yes, I will start off with my monthly Illumicrate book only, and then I will move on to my Afterlight. So say hi to future G-Swizz. Hello, G-Swizz from the future here, and now I finally have my May Illumicrate. Very much looking forward to unboxing this one because I have decent expectations for this book. So to give you some context, I've never read the author of this book, or the suspected book rather. However, I've heard amazing things about their previous series, and I want to read their backlist sometime. However, I want to read this book first to kind of work out whether or not I would like their writing style, because I know that they've written sci-fi previously. However, this book is a fantasy book from what I know. So I guess I should get into this unboxing. So I'm just gonna remove that. And yeah, I was totally right about the book pick. And the May Illumicrate book pick of the month is The Witch King by Martha Wells. Oh my goodness, it feels so great. I could feel this all day. It's just so smooth. I don't know if this is a royal format hardback or not. And yep, just so turns out it is not. So this right here is a standard royal sized hardback, and this right here, I don't know the size of this hardback. Is it a B+ or Demai? I seriously hope it matches some hardback on my shelf. Okay, yeah, it does match the height of my Fairycrate special edition. So if I was to ever put them on the same shelf, then they can go with that. But unfortunately, I cannot display this above, and that kind of devastates me because I like to make sure everything is the same height. Let's take a look at some of the features, shall we? I don't know if this cover is any different, but what I do know is that this right here is foiled, so I don't know if that was customized, but I reckon that the foiling goes pretty well with the matte cover. And then we have some really pretty stenciled edges. I really wish I could put this on my stenciled edge shelf. Specifically, the height of this edition kind of devastates me because of that. That all being said, it's still very pretty, and I'm really happy that I have it in my possession. And let's look at the end pages. Oh, I really like that artwork. That's really cool. I wonder if it's the same on the other end, because I haven't been paying attention to both end page sides, but apparently Illumicrate does different art on each side. Oh my goodness, that is really cool. I like this. I kind of want that one to be the front end page art, but that is okay. Yes, we have some foiling, which is probably my favorite feature of this special edition. On the naked hardback, it says, "I know who you are. The demon the mortals call the king of witches. Do you promise revenge?" That is so pretty. I love the combination of gold and purple. This naked hardback is just absolutely beautiful. I could just like throw away the dust jacket, but I'm not going to do that because the dust jacket art is still very pretty. Overall, I am content with this edition. I am a little sad about the height. However, I do understand that reformatting to a larger size from the original print layout is a difficult thing. So I completely understand why we could not get what we want in this instance, or at least I couldn't get what I want in this instance. However, I'm really happy I did not skip the month of May because I've wanted to read a book from Martha Wells for quite some time. I've wanted to start with the Murderbot Diaries, but I've heard that those who love the Murderbot Diaries don't love the Witch King as much. So I've decided I want to read Witch King first and then move on to Murderbot eventually. I'm very much looking forward to reading Martha Wells because I've heard great things about her stuff. Anyway, back to past G-Swizz. And next up, I have a special edition from Afterlight that comes in this Illumicrate box. And it's pretty exciting. The reason why I'm personally excited for it is because I made a big mistake, right? So I initially thought I pre-ordered the Waterstones edition of Happy Place by Emily Henry, and turns out I pre-ordered the standard edition. So I didn't get the pretty pages, and I just got a tall royal hardback, which sticks out like a sore thumb on my romance shelf. However, Afterlight came through with a special edition of Happy Place by Emily Henry in a B format hardback. And oh my god, I'm so happy. Because seriously, I am so bitter that I spent my money on a royal hardback of this book without fancy pages. I have fancy pages here and I appreciate it. Let's take a look at the features in here. Okay, so there's no end page art, so I'm expecting good things from the naked hardback, and I'm really happy that I got some good things from this hardback. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Whoa, I love that spread. Ah, this is so cool. Okay, so I have that, and there's a signature in here from Emily Henry. Any art? No, nothing else. Well, you know what? This is the best edition of Happy Place I've seen so far, so I'll give it that. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't a fan of Emily Henry's books when Afterlight did a special edition set of their first 3 romance novels, so I'm devastated that I did not get those hardbacks. However, I am more than happy with this, and I don't mind not having a B format paperback next to my books, knowing that this edition is just gorgeous. Like, the editions don't need to match if it's this gorgeous, you know? Now I move on to my bi-monthly Afterlight. I am very much looking forward to this one because this is my first bi-monthly Afterlight I purchased an add-on for. Pretty much if a sequel comes out, or if like a companion book comes out in a series and Afterlight want to do it, they will often offer a add-on first book to the series. I'm still kind of waiting for them to do that with X's and O's because apparently that's the second book in the series, but I don't know. We will see. But I'm very much looking forward to this one because I have a feeling I know what it is. Right here, I have the Afterlight flyer spoilery card from May. The first thing I see, I'm gonna pick this thing out on the side. I think this is some sort of bath fizzer. Fizzy Feelings Bubble Bar. And its scents are of jasmine, ylang ylang, gardenia, lavender, and vanilla. That's a lot packed into one. I just hope that this combination is good because I love myself a good gardenia, lavender, and vanilla smell. Honestly, I think the tough thing about receiving bath products is that I never use a bath. I always use the shower. Maybe one time, if there's like a special time where I feel like using a bath, I can use it, but I'm not a big bath person. I don't know, I don't like sitting in water, washing myself, and then having that stuff that I've just washed off in the water, you know? I don't like sitting in baths for long periods of time. Maybe a hot bath will do. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be, oh, okay, I have picked 2 things up there. I'll just put that down. Is this a passport holder? I really love the colors. I really love this beautiful light bluey green, like a light turquoise. And then there's some gold foiling here that says, "You are my greatest adventure, always and forever." And yes, of course, the spoilery flyer confirms that this is a passport cover. I mean, I've never had to travel outside of the country. I've definitely traveled a fair bit within the country. But you know what? One day I will travel outside the country and I will have a passport. But I have not brought myself to be motivated to get one because if I'm not planning to travel outside of the country as of yet, what's the point of me getting a passport? So I've never had a passport before, but one day this will hold my first passport. And the next thing I see in this box is an art print. Actually, I think I have 2 art prints here, and there are 2 author letters here. They do have to do with the different books, which is really cool. Check those out. I really love this art. The Afterlight art prints are very much different from the other art prints I usually purchase. Like, I usually like to purchase art from fantasy book series, but this is refreshing and it's absolutely adorable. I really love the colors. And I'm gonna see if there's anything else in the box before I get to the book, and I don't think there is. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna show you the books. And the first book that came in this month's Afterlight is The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren in a new and improved cover. I do have to admit, the Soulmate Equation book cover, like the original one, is not my favorite cover from Christina Lauren. I initially wasn't motivated to purchase it. I only purchased it because I like Christina Lauren's works. And funnily enough, The Soulmate Equation is one of the Christina Lauren books that I have not read. I have read majority of Christina Lauren's backlist, if we're not including the series that came before a bunch of their standalones. I've read majority of their standalones, but I could never bring myself to commit to reading The Soulmate Equation because I have really high expectations for this one. And you know what? I'm really happy I have a special edition of it now, so I'm hoping that this motivates me to read it. I really love those pages. And then here, let's see. So I have signed edition. Ooh, I love that. So underneath the dust jacket, we have this beautiful foiling that goes very well with the original cover, and I really love the foiling on the spine as well. Okay, no end pages, unfortunately, but the covers look stunning. The naked hardbacks look stunning. This looks stunning. I'm very happy with this, and I'm very happy that this came as an add-on because the actual book pick of the month is the next one. I don't know if these 2 books are connected in some sort of way, if they follow the same characters or if they are part of a companion series, but it's pretty cool that this was an add-on because I prefer this cover. And the final Afterlight book pick of the month is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. Once again, new and improved cover. So the UK cover of The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren isn't bad, but it's not great. I initially pre-ordered it on Amazon, but as soon as I got the hint that this was the Afterlight book pick of the month, I immediately canceled my pre-order and I just got so excited over this. So I'm really happy I have this beautiful edition and I don't need to spend my money on the paperback. I have been holding off reading this book for a little bit of time, so I'm really happy that I finally have a copy and I can finally read it. This book seems like it has a different vibe from the Soulmate Equation, so I don't actually understand why the Soulmate Equation was an add-on. Once again, no end pages, but we do have an author signature here, and then I love that I love the foiled fireworks. That's really cool. I think this one has to do with reality television, whereas the Soulmate Equation has to do with a dating app. Very much looking forward to reading this one, and I'm definitely putting it on my next monthly TBR. And next up, I have my monthly Fairyloot Adult. So I know what this book is. I don't really know much about the book. However, what I do know is that the UK edition of the book kind of looks underwhelming in design. Like, it's not bad, but it just looks a little plain. So I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that Fairyloot have made some sort of improvement on the original edition. I don't know, we'll find out together. I do find it hard to believe that they could improve upon the original edition if they didn't change the cover itself. I'm kind of hoping for a changed cover. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss that out. And I have the spoilery card here, and the theme for the month is Kiss or Kill. I'm just gonna put the spoilery card down because I'm gonna find out what the book is now. And the Fairyloot book pick of the month for the month of May. Ooh, okay, I'm noticing that there are some orange pages, and I'm really hoping that those orange pages suit the edition. The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramas. Is that a monolime cover? Guys, oh my goodness. I had low expectations. Wow. This is, oh, I love this. It very much gives me the same vibes that I get from the Sands of Arawaya duology that Illumicrate did, especially because monolime is the designer, but I also really like their line art here. Yeah, oh my goodness, that is so pretty. This could pull off to be part of that set, except for the pages. I mean, the pages don't fit in with the set. That being said, right? Okay. So I was nervous about this color in particular because I remember, I believe for Fairyloot's The Ones We Burn, they did a similar ombre to what is here right now. I do have to admit, they chose a better orange color for this ombre. I'm still not the biggest fan of this ombre. However, it is much better than the one on The Ones We Burn. I also like the cover that goes with it better as well. I reckon that this ombre, like when you display it like this, it looks really cool. I mean, when you look at it head on, doesn't look amazing, but when you do it kind of like slightly tilted, that display is pretty. I am very much impressed with this. Let's check. Oh, we got more monolime art. That is so pretty. I am in love. I'm just gonna look, Fairyloot are making it hard for me because I want to display it with the dust jacket, but I also want to display it without because that's just gorgeous. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, wow. They did an excellent job with the special edition. And do we have a signature? Yes, we have a signature from the author. Any other features? No, I guess not. But you know what? I'm so content with this. I was wondering whether I should have skipped this one because, I don't know, I just don't like the original cover design. And I know nothing about the book, so it's not like a skip would hurt. However, I am keen to try this book out. I'm even more excited about this book now that we have a redesigned cover by Monolime, who is one of my favorite artists ever. So thanks, Fairyloot. You really did make my day. And the final event of the day will be my Fairyloot Young Adult box for the month of May. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that looks like a packed box today. So here I have a beautiful looking spoilery card, and I am gonna put the spoilery card back here for reference. And the first thing I see here is this basket. I'm not too keen on these baskets. I mean, I don't know where to put them. I know that these are good storage spaces, but like when you don't have storage space to put your storage spaces, I don't know. And on this fabric storage unit, it says Ad Astra per Aspera. It's a cool design, I do admit, but I have my Addie LaRue one on my desk, and I believe I have another one somewhere in this place. I don't know what to use another one for, you know? And the next thing I see in this box seems to be a rectangular coaster. On the back of the coaster, there seems to be be a postcard, and it says from Olympus to blank, which isn't bad. I reckon that that looks really cool. I'm not too sure where that's meant to be. I'm just guessing that that's some sort of mythological temple, you know, Olympus, whatnot. I guess I will use it for practical things like, you know, as a coaster, but it's okay. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be an enamel pin, and I am keen for enamel pins. And the packaging says Valkyrie helmet enamel pin. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Check that out. Check that really cool Valkyrie helmet out. That's gorgeous. I like the look of that. So like 3 items in, I am gathering that this entire box is mythology inspired, which I mean, like, we've been here before. I'm pretty sure the Bookish box did this once and I wasn't keen on the box, and I believe that Illumicrate might have done that one time. I don't know. I just know that another book box have done it previously and people just said that the items were okay. I don't hate the items in this box. I just don't necessarily love the first 2 items. However, I like this item and I am really happy I have a beautiful enamel pin out of this box at least. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be, is this a tote bag? I really hope it is. Guys, look at this. Ah, I love that. This is so much better than their last library tote bag. Their last library tote bag was like brown with autumnal colors, and like that wasn't really bad. It's just like a brown tote bag, like out of all colors, brown, really? Whereas I really like this gray. I've noticed that all the books on this tote bag seem to be some sort of mythological reimagining. So like you've got the Odyssey, you've got Circe, you've got the Song of Achilles, you've got Electra, you've got Lore Olympus, and you've got Prometheus bound on the first shelf, and then it just continues on and on. That's really cool. This is definitely a tote bag I'm going to take out with me. The other one I'm afraid to take out because I really don't like that library one, considering that it's brown and it just looks yucky. This one, however, looks classy, and I'm gonna take this to the bookstore with me. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be some sort of journal. I don't know if this is inspired by a book series, but I mean, that's a pretty cool looking journal, and it just seems to be a lined journal. No quotes. Right here, this design is very pretty. I need to start using these beautiful journals, but I kind of refuse to, only because I'm just really scared that I'm going to damage the beauty on the outside. I need to stop avoiding the use of these journals because I'm receiving too many in my book subscription services and I have to use them at some point. And next up, I have my monthly Fairyloot tarot cards. I seem to have the 7 of stars and the 8 of stars. I don't know who these characters are. I believe, unfortunately, I have a mark on my 7 of stars one. Yeah, there seems to be a mark on her chin and her neck, which isn't cool, but water damage, it happens sometimes, right? Or it might have just been like a printing error or something, but the other card seems to be okay. Where are these characters from? Tarot set features Iris as the 7 of stars and Roman as the 8 of stars. The characters are from Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I have heard good things about Divine Rivals so far, so I'm excited to get to that one eventually. And finally, we come to the book pick of the month. Ooh, I am seeing some foiling so far. And the Fairyloot Young Adult book pick of the month is... First of all, I need to go through this. The art print's pretty cool. This is cool, right? Okay, I'm leaving you guys hanging. I'm gonna move this fairy scoop to show you guys that it's Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. You guys already saw some beautiful fan art before. I finally have this. This is adorable. This is probably my favorite cover I've seen of this book so far. I'm not a big fan of the US cover. I feel like everyone says that that one is pretty, and I just think that it's okay. I don't know. I just hate it when there are like 2 fonts smudged together. And the UK edition of Divine Rivals is okay. However, the Fairyloot special edition is just so gorgeous. I am obsessed. I love that this covers not only black and white, it is black and white with foil. And then we have these beautiful printed edges. Before we get to the naked hardback, these end pages. Wow, this has got to be some of the best end pages I've seen from Fairyloot so far. The naked hardback is gorgeous. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. Look at that. I really hope you guys can see that because that is stunning. Oh my goodness, it's on both sides. Yeah, wow, that is just so beautiful, and I hope that this is signed. Yes, it is signed. That's really cool. I've read a book by Rebecca Ross before. Dreams Lie Beneath, I believe. That was a standalone that Rebecca Ross released a couple years back, and I really enjoyed that standalone. I believe that this is the first in a series, and I just found that Rebecca Ross's writing was absolutely beautiful based on Dreams Lie Beneath. I also want to read A River Enchanted and its sequel as well, so I hope I'll get to that eventually, but I am very satisfied satisfied with my copy of Divine Rivals, and I can't wait to read this one eventually. Maybe, just maybe, I might read this one before A River Enchanted, or I might get to it sometime afterwards. Maybe A River Enchanted will convince me to pick this book up immediately. And yes, this is just absolutely stunning. Here we have an author letter, and here we have an art print. I forget to show these like almost every time, so thankfully I took them all out of the bag at the same time. And then this is the monthly fairy scoop, where we have an interview with the author and some new releases, which is cool. So yeah, that is the end of my unboxing. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the yellow heart emoji. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, join the amazing community of book lovers. And also I have social medias. I'm at GSwizzleBooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also at Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/gswizzle. And finally, I'm at TikTok. I'm at GSwizzle on TikTok if you want to follow me there for some bookish content. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into double.